use linear impulse, better called linear impulse. Angular impulse, linear impulse, that we are going to discuss the linear impulse here. Now, as we know that the force F is equal to dp bar by dt. Then this F dt is equal to dp bar. Let me integrate on both sides. F bar dt is equal to dp bar. Then this is the interval of time. So 0 to delta t, you write it. This interval will be very small. This will be pi pf. Initial momentum of system, let it be pi. Final momentum, let it be pf. So therefore this will become j, or time being, let it be as it is. F bar dt 0 to delta t. This will be pf minus pi. So what is impulse? An impulse is equal to change in momentum. So this will be pi integral of f bar dt 0 to delta t equal to pf here. A very generalized form of this is pi plus, that everything is what I'll call j equal to pf, or in generalized form is this one. Initial momentum equal to plus or minus j equal to plus or minus f, that one. The impulse can be positive or negative. So when an impulse acts on a body, there'll be change in momentum. An impulse acts on a body, there'll be change in momentum. So this can we rewrite once again. So pf minus pi, what it should be equal to delta p. When an impulse acts on a body, there'll be change in momentum. Now, what is impulse? Force acting for duration of time. Again, there are 4 ways we can categorize. No, large force acting for small duration of time. So, which force, under what conditions an impulse is set up? Means first case, large force acting for small duration of time. Second one, large force acting for large duration of time. Third situation, small force acting for large duration of time. Fourth one, small force acting for small duration of time. Okay, under which force will set up an impulse? Only the large force acting for small duration of time, what happen will set up an impulse here, according to the basic definition. Large force acting for small duration of time will set up basically an impulse. This is something very important because now the idea of impulse matters a lot. So till now what happened, we're bothered about the force, but most of the problems in physics are involved with the impulse idea. That one means now there's a basic idea. So what are the examples of like impulse? I'm pushing a body. I'll push a body for, I'll apply force of 10 Newton for 1 minute, or say like for 10 minutes, or say like for half an hour. Is it an impulse? You can use this formula, but don't call impulse. Still you can use this formula. There's nothing is there. Still what happened? The body is initially moving, you applied a force, and if you're applying a time varying force, substitute that, integrate. This impulse momentum equation is applicable irrespective of any of this force situation. I'm making clear. But what happened? We are calling the impulse when large force acting for small duration. A good example, carom board. You'll strike the striker, no? You'll push the striker. So there, what happen? Are you permitted the push the striker till hole, or only at that point you have to strike and take out your finger? Only you have to strike out and take it out. And giving slap, giving punch. In cricket, hitting the ball with bat. In football, kicking, or you can do one thing: just strike the wall, or strike the table like this. There's an impulse, or clapping. or say like a clapping. All these are the impulses. Impulse means like force acting for large force acting for small duration of time. Now I'm pushing my hands. That one you can see that one. I'm pushing it. This will not be impulse. This should be an impulse. That one. So like this you do it. This will be impulse here. Slap it. This will be impulse. Are you getting the idea now? So we have plenty of examples of an impulse here. So there is a force acting for certain amount of time and suddenly force acting. It makes a lot of difference. So we are categorizing that nature of force now which is going to act here. I'm just making things simple. We are categorizing the nature of force that is acting. Okay, fine. Now, how to, this is about definition. What can be unit for impulse? What are the unit for impulse? What are the basic units for impulse here? Force into time, so Newton second, or momentum, kg meter per second. Either of things you can use, kg meter per second. So this is the unit for Newton seconds or kg meter per second. This is the unit for an impulse. Now then after this, okay, now what are the examples? Already I gave all these are the examples. So let's see that how to do numericals when impulse acts on your body. So let's take first an example. An object is at rest. An impulse acts on it. Then it starts moving. It starts moving. So then what is the impulse now? So I'll pick up this one. Initial momentum, mu plus j equal to mv. Look at you initiate that test. M into 0. So what is the velocity of the body? How much of impulse applied by the mass will be the how much of impulse by the mass will give the final velocity. What is this time? Fraction of seconds, micro or milliseconds, what when the force is applied. Next situation. If body already having initial velocity and an impulse acts, and it will acquire a resultant velocity v. Now the equation will become mu. How the impulse is acting in the direction of motion, in the direction of initial momentum. So therefore that impulse you have to take it positive. And finally look at the final momentum. It's there in the direction of initial momentum. So therefore that should be positive. So when to give sign, if the final momentum in the direction of initial momentum, the final momentum should be taken positive. If the impulse acting on system is in the direction of initial momentum, then the impulse should be taken as positive. Now there's a body of block of mass m moving with the velocity u. An impulse acts in this direction. Then it will acquire velocity v. So then what is the equation? Mu minus j equal to plus mv. Why minus j? Opposite to initial momentum. Okay, next we'll take body is moving with a velocity u towards right, an impulse will act. Due to impulse, it will change direction of motion. So mu minus j equal to minus mv. Is it fine? So like this, the sign for j for initial impulse and final momentum depends upon with respect to initial momentum. Sir, what happens if the impulse doesn't act in the line of action of initial velocity? So let's take the two dimension. So if an object is moving, let me cover here only so that when we go for two-dimensional collision, exclusively we need idea of these things. There's a block. It is moving on a surface. This one top view. This is top view. What we have seen all is this is side view. That one. So here an impulse will act like this. This is the surface. Able to understand this one? We are seeing it from top because there's a 2D, 3D, no? How mg will act into the plane of paper. Now, because of this, the body, what will happen now, will move in a plane. Now, along x-axis, mu, so this is jy, you write it, mu. Any impulse acts along x-axis, check it. Impulse along x-axis 0. So therefore, Vx mu plus j equal to mvx. So Vx equal to u. Then along y-axis, initial momentum along y-axis, impulse will act, and mvy. Initial velocity along y-axis 0, and jy is non-zero. So therefore, this will be m0 jy equal to mvy. Okay, like this, what happened? We are getting the required answers. How do the body will move? Body will move in a plane. Suppose you are running. You are running in this direction. In school, you might have explained this. You are running in this direction. Somebody pushes you. What will happen? You will start moving like this, no? Am I right? You'll start moving like this, and that is what here. So what is that angle? Yes, you can determine. Once you know Vy and U, you can find out that angle. No? So what is the angle? How much of angle the direction of motion makes it? So this you can find out. Theta. How to calculate theta? Tan theta equal to Vy by Vx. So this will discuss exclusively in two-dimensional collision. So just time being, I gave that one because now this week is only one-dimensional. So I'll stop the discussion for two-dimensional impulse here only. Just I gave idea because any numerical. Next week, what we are going to focus on them. This week only one-dimensional collision. Okay, the overall basic idea of an impulse. So when impulse acts on a body, what do we expect? There'll be change in momentum. So how to identify whether impulse acts or not? How to identify that one? Directly check for forces. How to check forces acting or not? So whose help we have to take it? We should take help of. We should take help of Ohm. Again, the free body diagram. So go back to laws of motion, various forces that are acting. Then you can check that particular thing, whether impulse acts on a object or not. Okay, fine. So what is the basic idea? The impulse is very important to discuss the collision concept. Just I introduced briefly. Okay, let's come to the type of collision. Before type of collision, the two objects are there. They collide. These are the two spheres are there. They'll collide here. Now, when they collide, and what is the time for which they'll be in contact? Fraction of time. Suppose you